You know that feeling, right? You slip on a pair of noise-canceling headphones, flick a switch, and the world just goes quiet. That constant drone of an airplane engine, the hum of the office air conditioner, it all just seems to melt away.
But have you ever stopped to think how that's even possible? I mean, how can a pair of headphones literally erase sound from the air around you? It's not like they're just glorified earmuffs. Nope. The real secret is way, way cooler than just blocking noise.
You see, they don't block noise at all. They actively fight it with something called anti-noise. They literally create a brand new sound to destroy the original one. So let's get into how this works, because this is where the physics gets really, really fun.
Okay, so to understand how you can fight sound with sound, we got to take a quick step back and remember what sound actually is.
Sound isn't some invisible magic. It's a physical thing. It's a wave of pressure moving through the air. Think of it like ripples in a pond. These waves have high points, we call those peaks, and they have low points, the troughs. Now here's where the magic happens. When two of these sound waves run into each other, one of two things can happen. If their peaks line up, they add together and get louder. But, and this is the key, if the peak of one wave meets the trough of another, they completely cancel each other out. And that is called destructive interference. And that right there, that is the entire game. That's the simple but super powerful idea that makes all of this possible. You take the annoying noise, you add its perfect opposite, the anti-noise, and what do you get? Silence. This whole phenomenon is what scientists call destructive interference. It's the core principle. It's how we turn the physics of waves into a tool for creating quiet. So that's the theory, but how on earth do your headphones pull this off in the real world? All right, let's pop the hood and look at the actual tech. We're moving from the physics to the amazing bit of engineering that's sitting right on your ears. So it all happens in 4 crazy fast steps. First, there's a tiny microphone on the outside that's constantly listening to the noise around you. Second, a little computer chip inside, a digital signal processor, instantly analyzes that sound. Third, that chip creates the perfect mirror image of the noise, the anti-noise signal. And finally, a tiny speaker inside your ear cup plays that anti-noise. So let's just run through that one more time. The outside microphone hears the engine drone. The chip inside flips that sound wave upside down. And the speaker plays this new, inverted wave. The original noise and the anti-noise meet right at your eardrum and poof, they vanish. But here's the truly mind-blowing part, the speed. This entire process, listening, analyzing, generating, and canceling, it happens thousands of times every single second. It has to be that fast to keep up with the changing noises in your environment. It's incredible. Now, it turns out there's more than one way to build this system. Engineers have basically developed 2 different strategies for where to put that all-important microphone, and each one has its pros and cons. So you've got 2 main approaches. The first is called feedforward, and that's when the mic is on the outside of the headphone. It's great because it hears the noise first, so it's faster. The downside, it can't check its own work. The other way is feedback, where the mic is inside the ear cup. This is way more accurate because it hears exactly what you're hearing and can adjust, but it's not as good with higher-pitched sounds. So what's the solution that all the best modern headphones use? You guessed it, they do both. It's called hybrid ANC. They put microphones on the inside and the outside. This gives you the super fast response of feedforward and the pinpoint accuracy of feedback. It really is the best of both worlds. But look, even with these amazing hybrid systems, this tech isn't actual magic. It's more like a surgical tool than a sledgehammer, and it's really, really good at targeting very specific kinds of sounds. So what is it great at? Those constant, low, droning sounds. You know, the rumble of a plane, the hum of a train, your car on the highway, that fan in the corner? Because those sounds are predictable, the processor can easily lock on and just erase them. But what does it struggle with? Well, anything sudden, sharp, and unpredictable. Things like people talking or a glass breaking or dishes clattering. These sounds are just too complex and happen too fast for the system to react in time. It's exactly why you can still hear the flight attendant asking if you want a drink even when the engine noise is gone. And that is why the physical design of the headphones, the comfy padding and the seal around your ears, is still so incredibly important. That's called passive isolation, and it does the job of blocking those higher frequency sounds that the active system can't catch. The two really have to work together as a team.
This whole idea is way too powerful to be stuck just in headphones, though. We're starting to see this technology of active noise control pop up in much, much bigger places.
I mean, just imagine your car's cabin being almost completely silent from road noise. Automakers are already building this in. It's being used in airplane cockpits to help pilots focus, in factories to protect workers' hearing, and even in hospitals to make ICUs quieter so patients can heal better.
So maybe we should think about it a different way. Noise-canceling headphones don't really create a perfect silence. What they do is they shape it. They listen to all the chaos of the world around us, and they intelligently carve out a pocket of calm just for you.
When you think about it like that, it's so much more than just a feature for your music. It's controlled sound cancellation. You could almost call it sound sculpting.
And that really makes you wonder, doesn't it? As our world just keeps getting louder and louder, where else could we use this incredible power of anti-noise to sculpt a little more quiet back into our lives?